Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Monster Hunter video. Only today I'm talking about a brand new game. PlayStation just had their press conference at E3 and during that they announced Monster Hunter World. It is coming to consoles, to home consoles, but it's not just exclusive to PS4, it is coming to PS4, Xbox One and also PC, although it's worth noting the PC version won't be coming out until a later date. And the game itself is set to launch early 2018. So it's not actually that far away. Admittedly, we don't have a precise date just yet. But either way, this is so incredibly exciting. I am a huge fan of Monster Hunter. Of course, some of you guys are probably subscribed on this channel for that. Or if you guys are subscribed for other games and you're kind of interested in checking out Monster Hunter, this is your chance. Up until now, it's always been on a handheld console. And that has been, for a lot of people, kind of the barrier to entry. Some people kind of might have been interested in the game but didn't necessarily want to sort of dip into like 3DS. So this is your chance, a full high definition Monster Hunter experience. Honestly, I am so excited. But in this video I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about a few kind of top level notes, some of the things you might have seen from the trailer, a few other things you definitely want to know, because one thing the trailer didn't do a very good job of demonstrating was multiplayer. One of the kind of core aspects, the core pillars of Monster Hunter is multiplayer, and Monster Hunter World does still have that, despite the fact that the trailer made it look like a single player game. It is a multiplayer game, or at least, multiplayer is an option. You can still play it solo, but there is drop-in, drop-out co-op now, which is really exciting. In fact, in the trailer, I actually had a chance to speak to the community manager, and he mentioned the point in the trailer where the hunter fires the flare into the sky. That is actually kind of how the drop-in, drop-out co-op will work. So, unlike previous Monster Hunter games, where you specifically have to pick a quest, you pick your team, and you go out together on a hunt, then of course, if someone joins the lobby later on, they can't join into that hunt, they have to wait till it's finished. This time around, you could be out there hunting, whatever new monsters there are, and then if you decide you need some help, or your friend just comes and comes online, gets home from work or something, they can then drop in mid-mission and get involved with that, which is so awesome. Of course, co-op is up to 4 players, so the kind of traditional monster hunting team size, so 4 people can take on massive monsters. But I also mentioned fully open world, so this is when you load into missions or you kind of go on your hunts to hunt monsters. Unlike previous Monster Hunter games where the world map is split into multiple loading zones, and of course you jump between those different zones, this time around the map is entirely open, so there'll be no kind of loading zones to hide behind. It also means if you are pursuing monsters, you have to kind of chase them around the map. You of course have to track them around the map, but the kind of complete open nature means worlds can be much bigger, much more immersive, and also the environment itself actually plays a big role in the kind of gameplay itself. We saw in the trailer portions where, say, like trees or rubble and stuff fell down on the monsters, so that's something you'll definitely be able to take advantage of. However, on top of that, it's also worth noting that there's going to be a bigger focus this time around on actually, like hunting and tracking specifically. We saw in the trailer that there was a kind of footprint that the hunter actually identified. You can use that to track monsters throughout, so again, that's kind of different to the kind of previous paintball system. There's also a kind of segment where there was a hunter swimming underwater. We don't know at this stage whether underwater combat is back, or whether it's just kind of you can swim underwater to get to different areas. So for the time being, we're kind of have to sort of hold tight on that. I'll try and find out some more information very soon. But the other thing worth mentioning is this new kind of component that is mounted on your arm. This arm-mounted sort of grappling hook / cannon. It seems to serve multiple different purposes. In the trailer, we saw the hunter fire sort of a fire bomb or sort of like a fire shot at a group of these sort of smaller monsters, but also you can use it as a grappling hook, so when you're mounting a monster, you're attacking it and it throws you off, you can actually use it to pull yourself back on. However, on top of that, what I want to do is take a moment to read you an extract from a Capcom press release. This actually came up on Kotaku earlier on today. It does a good job of sort of setting the scene, so if you guys are new to Monster Hunter, you don't necessarily know what it is, I will also link a video I did down below a while back. It is for the 3D version of Monster Hunter, but it does a good job of explaining exactly what this series is about. It's a really awesome series, but to quote the press release, it says, Monster Hunter World introduces a living, breathing ecosystem in which players take on the role of a hunter that seeks and slays ferocious beasts in heart-pounding battles that unfold across a vast, ever-changing terrain. Retaining the series' skill-based progression and robust crafting system, players gear up to venture on quests to seek out and slay monsters, progressively improving their skills to become the ultimate hunter. Loot collected from fallen foes can then be used to create new equipment and armor upgrades styled after the monsters they've slain, allowing hunters to survive the elements and defeat tougher opponents that await them. Monster Hunter World delivers a seamless gameplay experience, allowing players to move freely across the map areas that comprise the living ecosystems and dynamically transition from day to night. The landscape and its diverse inhabitants play a critical role in each quest, as players strategically use the surrounding environments, including terrain, vegetation and wildlife, to their advantage in battle or become hindered by the hazards that they present. Hunters must use their cunning and ability to track and maneuver their targets throughout the intense, evolving battles. So that's kind of like a very sort of quick synopsis, but for the time being, that is pretty much it. That's sort of a very kind of quick top notes. Now, it's worth mentioning that E3 itself, as the show opens tomorrow, and I've actually got a meeting with Capcom first thing. I've got a presentation with them, so I'll be getting a much greater look at the game then. I'll also have some gameplay for you guys, hopefully, so do tune back in tomorrow, because what I'll be doing very soon is breaking down everything we currently know, going over all the finer details. So if you guys want a kind of complete recap, then tune back in tomorrow. And of course, once I get back from E3, I'm going to be going through this trailer with a fine-tooth comb, breaking down every single component. So if you guys want to understand what some of the new mechanics were, for example, when the kind of hunter takes this sort of cloak off, then I will have you covered. So for the time being, that's it. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are perhaps, you know, never played the series before and you're looking to get into it, or if you guys are existing Monster Hunter fans, what do you guys think of these changes? Either way, let me know, and if there's anything particular you guys would like to know as well, then put questions down below, because I'll also try and get them answered when I go to E3 tomorrow. Anyway, for the time being, thank you for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.